Hello, welcome to the video in foggy Suffolk. It is so foggy, proper creepy. Hope everyone's had a nice Christmas and a nice Boxing Day and a lovely little break. I've had my 2 days off and it's back to work. That's the thing in hospitality, this time of year it's hard. You are just working, I work right up until Christmas Eve and then boom, a couple of days off. Try and get some energy, try and be social. For me, I'm an introvert, so I use a lot of that during work to just keep the kitchen running and do all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, it's difficult sometimes and it's been busy. But I feel good today. I feel pretty optimistic and happy moving forward. I think just getting Christmas out of the way, it's like a relief. It's just a lot of pressure for Christmas, I think. So it's busy at work and then I've got to get presents and everything else and then be sociable and go. It's just a lot going on. I'm a pretty chill guy. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I've had a lot of lovely comments on the previous videos. It's been nice. It feels like I've got a real sense of community with like-minded people that are crafting and making candles and doing all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to get some opinions and to get some ideas instead of me just having my own echo chamber and just convincing myself of things. Sometimes I talk to Philippa, I'm like, smell this, what do you think about this? And she engages me, but I think sometimes it's going to be boring. It's going to be like, just shut up, just stop talking about candles. Whereas, like, I'd say 50% of the time, I'm thinking about my business. I'm like, right, what do I need to do? What do I need to do next? How am I going to move this forwards? What do I need to do next week? And like, just constantly thinking ahead, trying to build stuff. Like, none of it ever feels like work. I'm just, I don't know, on a mission. That's how it feels. And now it's kind of 1 year is the plan. 1 year to make this thing work. To really prove to myself, prove to everyone else, prove to the... Sometimes there's like loads of deer out here, so I do get a bit worried I'm just going to get stampeded. So I heard some kind of rustling. But no, it's okay. Maybe it's a bird. Who knows? Maybe it's the fog freaking me out. Anyway, back to it. 1 year. So I've got some goals. I've got things in mind, and what was I saying? Yeah, to prove to the haters, people that didn't believe in me, look how foggy it is. And just, I think as an entrepreneur, as I said in the previous video, you've got to have something inside you that's driving you to do this. It's not normal. It's not normal to get up early and do it. It's not normal to stay up late. There's a driving force, and I think it's proving to people and to myself that I can do it. Proving to people that didn't believe in me. Proving to people that maybe bullied me. Just all that kind of stuff. It's kind of fuck you to that kind of stuff. So 1 year, my first goal was to do £100,000, which I haven't done yet. I think on track, I'm probably going to do it, depending on how January and February go. So I've done well over £10,000 of sales in October, November and December. Obviously, they're busy months, so that's fine. It's easier to do, but the goal I'm going to set is going to be a bit of a large one. It's a bit scary for me. I'm going to set a goal of £200,000 revenue in 1 year. 1 year from now. And I think when you think on big scales like that, I think on something that is not conceivable to me. My wage is a certain amount, and that's all I can envision making. So I think if you really want to grow, you need to have targets which are insane and push yourself to do it. So how can I make £200,000 and how can I do it in a shorter time than that? So I'm going to stick with the Amazon. That's obviously working. I'm going to get that up to a point where it's just on autopilot. With the wax I'm using now, that's just one set. Before it was 2 pours, so because it has a big sinkhole, you need to do a second pour just to cover it. I tried using the heat gun to smooth it out, but it just didn't work. You need to use the second pour. Just need to take a step to catch my breath. There's a very sludgy on the floor. I'm talking very quickly. There's a lot I want to get out and a lot I want to chat to you guys about. So now the brightness on my phone has gone down. So that obviously speeds up the process. So the first goal is to get Amazon up to, what do I want to get? 800 candles a month. That will get me about £4,000 profit. And that will hit my, I think, £100,000 a year goal. And then the next step is going to be building up wholesale. I'm going to go on fair. I'm going to just start that. Now I know I can build and scale gonna have a crack at fair, see if it works. I know I made a previous video about saying how wholesale is bullshit, but I've been speaking to another candle maker and I've got a few ideas on how I can actually make wholesale worth it and how I can make some money from it. So see how much money I can make from that. And then on the other side is my actual website. I'm going to see if I can scale that up. Get into the habit of having a lot of candles ready on the side. They're already boxed. I've now got these in-post lockers where I can just post stuff. It's like a revelation. I can just go there and dump it at night. I can dump it there anytime. It's just super easy. So I'm going to scale that up, start posting on Instagram like regularly, and start doing some ad creatives, Facebook and Instagram. I'm pretty sure it will work. Like, it's just doing it is the next step. It's great having all these goals and ideas. The next step is doing it. And that's what I've been struggling with at the moment. It's procrastinating. I've got all these ideas, all these things, and I'm just sometimes sat there on YouTube just watching stuff, looking for the next best thing that's going to make me money. But this is already making me money, so I need to push forwards. So I know the candle tins work. I'm going to keep with that, keep with the cotton wicks. I'm going to do a larger candle, double the size, but in a nice black jar with a bamboo lid. I found some in the UK that sell them. They're quite expensive. Works out about 4p a unit, including a lid, which is a lot of money. So we're going to look to China. We're going to look to Alibaba. I've already started speaking to someone. I found something. They're quite cheap. They're about 90 cents. So that's US dollars a unit. It's the shipping which is expensive. So 100 of them might only cost $90, but shipping could be like $400. So as long as it's cheaper than the UK, then we're going to push that and see how we can get on with that. And that's going to be the next step. So we're going to do a nice large black jar with a wooden lid, and that's going to be a crackling wood wick. That's going to be the premium higher end candle. And I do like, it's getting so foggy, and I do like the big tins, but I just don't think they look luxury enough. I don't think I could charge 30 quid for them. I think they look nice. Not quite happy with how the label looks. Not quite happy how the top label looks on the candle. They don't look as good as my little tins. It's just missing something, and I don't know what it is. It just doesn't scream luxury, where these big heavy duty jars with nice wooden lids, they look good. And I think someone would happily pay £30 for that with the crackling wood wick. I think they're going to be epic. So that's what we're going to push next. So I'm going to have the tins. I'm going to have the big candle. I'm going to leave it at that. I have got all my reed diffuser jars, like little apothecary style 150ml things, but I'll leave it for a minute. I'm going to maybe try and use them at some point. Where I've gone wrong in the past is trying to copy what other people are doing and trying to take a pinch of their sales, take a little slice of their piece. Whereas now what I've done is I've created my own sort of marketplace. I've created something that people are interested in rather than me copying other people. So I think if I do the reed diffusers in my own style with my own unique scents, I think that's what's going to work. Because I tried doing a peppermint one before, copying someone on Amazon, thinking I'll just take a piece of their pie because I can do a better listing, I can do better photos, and it just hasn't really taken off. Whereas I think the bookish vibe and that theme is what people are buying from me for. That's weird, it's unique, it's a bit quirky, and I think that is what people want. They can get your bog standard peppermint candle reed diffuser from someone else, not from I. So yeah, I might revisit the reed diffuser thing at some point, but for now, just the candle tin and the big candle. But the first goal is really to get it up to 25 sales a day. That is about 800 to 900 candles per month. That's the first goal. I think it's doable. If I can get that up to that point, that's £4,000 profit a month. So £200,000 in a year. It just sounds mental, but it's doable. It is absolutely doable. There's other people doing it. Why can't I do it? So at some point I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write it all out, I'm going to have a proper plan of action, but this is just you and I having a little chat in the fog. Hopefully I'll make it back if I don't get murdered by some kind of ghoul or something. But yeah, it is so foggy. I could probably see, what, 30 meters, maybe 20 max. So yeah, that's the plan. £200,000. Main candle tins, 800 of them, minimum. Big jars, 100 of them, that'd be £1,000 profit. So between all of them, I will get £4,000 to £5,000 profit. It's going to happen. It is destiny. Just need to outwork my self-doubt. That's the thing. Sometimes I set these goals and I start looking at the news and I start looking at Reddit and everyone keeps talking about how crap the economy is and how everyone's got no money. And I'm sure that's true. It is true. It is facts. But there's always something at some point going on. Whether it's COVID, whether it's other things, whether it's just... There's always negativity on the news. There's always something to stop you doing something. And I'm quite good at just impulsively doing stuff, but I still get that voice at the back of my head which is like, what's the point, mate? There's no point in doing all this because no one's going to buy it because no one's got any money. But there are people with money. There are people buying it. I've proved it. Ever since I started, there's people buying it. There's other brands doing it. Amazon is still making money. Amazon is still going up in stocks. Like its share value is going up. So yes, it sucks for a lot of people. It is a hard time in the UK. Bills are more money than... Like, I get it, all of this, but it's that voice in the back of my head which is like, yeah, everything sucks. You're not going to make any money because no one's got any money. And that, you need to weed that out. So I think what I'm going to try and do is stop looking at Reddit, stop looking at politics, stop looking at all this stuff because it doesn't help. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference to me, ultimately. I know it sounds bad, but there's nothing I can do to change the world as one person. I know it sounds horrendous. It's just, a lot of these things out of my control. So why am I worrying about it? I just need to wake up, take action and do that thing. Whether there's good news or bad news, it doesn't matter. I just need to wake up, take action. That's what I need to tell myself. Wake up, take action. It doesn't matter what happens in the world. So that's the voice in the back of my head sometimes when I've got these new grand ideas and these new grandiose plans. It's like, yeah, it's great. You get that little dopamine hit from having these ideas and goals. And then the brain's like, yeah, it's a lot to do. Why bother? The economy's going to be shit. So, no. Fuck you, brain. We're going to put to rest anything that is not conducive to my goal. So, the next step is to maybe go back to like a grayscale phone. Oh my God, that was almost me down. That would have been funny for everyone to watch. Next step is to like make my phone grayscale. I had this app before which just took away all the fun because at the moment all your apps and everything, they look like little candies, don't they? They look like they're enticing. You've got notifications. I'm just going to make it as boring as possible. Stop looking at YouTube so much. That's wasting time. Stop looking at crap. It's just, oh, it's so slippery. It's pointless. It wastes time. So yeah, wake up, take action. Wake up, take action. Take action. Take so much action that it just proves to me that I'm doing it. It's working. That is what's going to happen. Sack off everything that is not conducive to the goal. Wake up and take action. So I think what I'll do in maybe the next video, I'll have more of a laid out plan rather than me just waffling. Because I feel the last few videos are me just rambling and waffling. I just don't know whether it makes good content. I think it does because people comment and leave lovely little notes, but I don't feel like it provides much value. I think it's interesting. I just don't know if it provides much value, so I want to start doing other YouTube videos where people can learn from me instead of just listening to a man in his spare bedroom or out in the fog chatting breeze. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video will make it to you unless I've been killed by a Gruffalo in the fog. Hope everyone's enjoying their Christmas time. Yeah, 2025. Gonna smash a lot of goals. I think for a lot of people as well. It's gonna be a year. It's gonna be a good year. Fuck the news, fuck the negativity. It's all just pointless shit. So yeah, peace out. See you in the next one.